morning, students. To all of you, today we are going to start with some chemical properties of aldehyde and the ketones. I'm going to start chemical properties of aldehyde and ketone. Few properties already we have done in the class, but we are going to do it all one by one. Number one, here is number one is nucleophilic addition reaction. Okay, and number two is here we are having after that reduction. Number three is here oxidation. Okay, and after that number four is here reaction due to the alpha hydrogen reaction due to alpha hydrogen. And number five is here some other reactions. So what I told you, I am telling you once again. Number one is nucleophilic addition reaction. Number two is reduction. Number three is oxidation. Number four is reaction due to the alpha hydrogen. Number five is other reaction. So we are going to study all these one by one. So number one, I am going to start with the nucleophilic addition reaction. With what I am going to start? With the nucleophilic addition reaction. So whensoever we are talking about the nucleophilic addition reaction, usually what we are doing or what we are saying over there, you see please, here is number one is here into that. Let it be, this is A part, that is addition of HCN. Okay, so whensoever we are talking about this one, students, what I am writing there, C double bond O. I told you it can be aldehyde or it can be ketone. We are writing it in general. Let it be, if I am writing there CH3 and here CH, so it becomes aldehyde. Okay, if I am writing there CH3, then it becomes ketone. So that is why you can make it from aldehyde or you can make it ketone from there, because it is a chemical properties of aldehyde and ketone. So when we are giving its reaction with the HCN, then you please see H positive, Cn negative. Cn negative is a nucleophile. On the carbon there is a positive, on the oxygen there is a negative. Then here is a product will be Cn negative will attach directly to the Cn and this becomes OH. So it becomes cyanohydrin. What we have made there? It is called cyanohydrin. Is that clear? By the addition of HCN. By the addition of HCN, we are getting cyanohydrin. Same way, if we are suppose, now I am going to do its B part. Okay, in the B part, you must see all of you. I am adding sodium bisulfite. What I am adding? Its formula is NaHSO3. Formula is NaHSO3. It's known as sodium bisulfite. Na is positive and this HSO3 is negative. Okay, then at the place of there, what is going to come over there? There will be the NaHSO3. What is going to come over there, beta? NaHSO, NaHSO3. Now you all are knowing very well what I told you, that Na is positive, this HSO3 is negative. Okay, then what will be the product over there? Okay, you must see there, all of you. Here the product will be C negative है ना, then it will become C positive है, तो it will be HSO3 and on the other side ONA. Clear? Why HSO3 was negative? That is why it will attach directly to the carbon. Then after that we are going to do the proton transfer. What to do there? Proton transfer. In this hydrogen we can transfer. See, H positive transfer. This H can come, just you see there, but this H can come here and this sodium can go here. Then what is the product over there? Okay, you must see the product will be C. Then after that upside OH means, just wait, my mean to say upside will be NaSO3 and downside it will be OH. Sodium is this H is kept coming, this H came here at the place of sodium and sodium gone at the place of H. Okay, and what we are getting? We are getting the final product. And but what the final product we are getting over here? This one. This is known as sodium bisulfite adduct. What it is known as? Sodium bisulfite adduct. Adduct बोलते हैं बेटा इसको, adduct. Adduct means addition product. Okay, and just remember, if this one is a aldehyde, then it will be known as aldehyde sodium bisulfite adduct. If it is a ketone, then it is called ketone sodium bisulfite adduct. Like this way only we are going to do over there. Clear? As students, into that one very important point is here, that is that one, that this reaction can be used in the purification and separation of aldehyde and ketones. Means what we have made there? We have made this product over there, COH, SO3 negative, Na positive. We can regenerate the aldehyde or ketone by giving their reaction with the acid or base. Suppose here I am giving its reaction with the acid. Just wait. Means with the HCl. Okay, then there will be H positive and Cl negative. Okay, now here you see, please all of you, H2O will be removed, then NaCl will be removed, and from SO3 SO2 will be removed. Then what is left there? Ketones, SO2 plus NaCl plus water. Ketone name is aldehyde or ketone. We are getting back same way, students. We can give its reaction again back with the bases also. Suppose I am writing there this one, COH, SO3 negative, Na positive, then I am writing there NaOH. Okay, now in this case, what to do there? Here it is C double bond O, then plus Na2SO3 plus water. Again we are regenerating it. You see, all of you, Na2SO3 like this way and H2O is like this way. Am I right? Have you understood my point? So means we are getting back. Means what we can say, it is a reversible reaction. Okay. Now then after that, after this we can do the next one, next addition there. is here, that the addition of reaction with the Grignard reagent. What is it? Reaction with the Grignard reagent means RMGX. Okay, now when we are giving this reaction with the RMGX, you must see, all of you, it's easy. Already we have done in the preparation of alcohol also. You must see there is C positive, O negative plus RMGX. R is negative, Mg is positive, then X is negative. Then what to do there? Here in this case, I think everybody is knowing this R is negative, it will attach over here. Mg is positive, it will attach over there. Then in the presence of dry ether, then product will be COMgX, and here it is R. Then give its reaction with the water in the presence of H positive, so it is going to become COHR. Okay, plus rest of the product is MgOH. Clear? What we have formed there? We have formed the alcohols. What we have formed there? We have formed the alcohol. Just remember this thing, that this reaction already we have done over there. Clear? Now, in the preparation of alcohol, after that we are having number 4 addition is here. Number 4, addition of alcohols. What is it? Addition of alcohols. So whensoever we are talking about the addition of alcohol, you must see, all of you, let it be I am writing one reaction. You must see, all of you. Suppose I am writing there like this, RCHO. This is the aldehyde. I am giving its reaction with the alcohol, ROH. So this is, and when I am going to make this one, you please see, RO negative, H is positive. So it is becoming dry HCl. We are giving its reaction with the dry HCl. Then what is going to make there? Positive and negative. Then it becomes RCH is there. Now with the carbon positive, what will be there? OR. And with the O negative, H is there. Now you see, please, all of you, this OR is called alkoxy group. What do you call it? Alkoxy. And this OH is called hydroxy. What do you call it? Hydroxy. And just remember, when to the same carbon, one alkoxy and one hydroxy, then it is called hemiacetate. What do you call it? Hemiacetate. Just remember this thing. Okay, student, now we will do its reaction further. This is becoming hemiacetate. Now we are going its reaction further. We are again doing its reaction with the alcohol. With the alcohol in the presence of dry HCl. Here again I am writing there alcohol in the presence of dry HCl. Now you students see, once again you might be seen there, यहाँ पर क्या आएगा? RO negative है and H is positive. So this H positive, this H positive and this OH will remove the water molecule. Then what will be the product left over there? Okay, then product will be left over there. You must see, all of you, very carefully. Then product will be, here is also OR and here is also OR. This H and R will remain same. Means now to the both carbon, OR will be there. And they both are called alkoxy group. What do you call it? Alkoxy. This is also alkoxy. This is also alkoxy. Now to the same carbon, two alkoxy group is here. And this is called acetal. What do you call it? acetate. Just remember, when both are the alkoxy, then it is called then it is called acetate. Just remember this thing. Okay, students. Now after that one question is arises that why we are using their dry HCl. Okay, why we are using their dry HCl? The reason is this one. This dry HCl will protonate the oxygen of carbonyl compound. Means this is the carbonyl compound O negative. Where we are giving with the HCl, this proton will go to this one. This one will become OH like this way. Okay, and therefore it will increase the electrophilicity of the carbonyl compound. Means due to this, what will happen there? The positive charge on this carbon is going to be increased. When H will come there, then obviously positive charge on this carbon is going to be increased. It means electrophilic character of this carbon is going to be increased. Okay, so that nucleophile can attack becomes more easy. Nucleophile attack will become more easy. And one more reason is there. Understood? That dry HCl also absorb the water what is produced during the reaction. Okay, and put the reaction in the forward direction. Clear? Sorry. Once again, what we are telling there, that dry HCl will absorb the water which is present in the reaction and put the reaction in the forward reaction. Therefore, usually what we are saying over there, that this reaction is also a reversible. This reaction is also reversible. Means when we are giving the acetal with the water, we are getting back the original product. I will make for you people. You see, please, all of you. Suppose we have made there this one R CH OR we have made. If we are giving back its reaction with the water in the presence of H positive, okay, but then we are getting back the original product, original reactants. What? RCHO. And what is coming back? H2O is H positive and the OH negative. Then this is ROH and this is ROH. Means 2ROH will be the side product. Is that clear? Okay. Then after that, student, now what they are saying, one thing more is there. We can also prepare the cyclic acetate. What we can prepare? Cyclic. For the preparation of cyclic acetate, we have to use a ethylene glycol. Means dihydric alcohol. What we have to use? Dihydric alcohol. Suppose I am writing this one, CHO plus HO CH2 OH. This is the ethylene glycol in the presence of dry HCl gas. Then what we are getting over there in this case, you must see, all of you, what we are getting over there. See, again, this is a positive, negative, all of you know very well. Now we are removing the water molecule from there. It's like that. Okay, and after the removal of water molecule, what the product we are getting over there? O CH2 O CH2 plus water. Okay, and this is called, what the product we have made, this is called cyclic acetate. You see this bond is here, na? That is why it is called cyclic acetates. Okay, beta. What is it? Cyclic acetate. Just remember, ketones do not form from the acetates with the monohydric alcohol. अगर हमने कीटोन बनाने हैं, कीटोन भी नहीं बनते. किससे नहीं बनते? विद द मोनोहाइड्रिक अल्कोहल. यू सी प्लीज ऑल ऑफ यू, लेट इट बी. Here I am writing there, ketones can not form acetal with the monohydric alcohol. So again we have to use what? Dihydric alcohol, means ethylene glycol. We have to use it again. Then here what we are getting over there, you see please, water has been removed and in the presence of dry HCl, in the presence of dry HCl, and what we are getting over there, CH3, then O, CH2, this is called cyclic ketanes. What do you call it? Cyclic ketanes. I hope you understood my point. So students, these were the nucleophilic addition reaction that we have done. Okay, now we will start after this another type of nucleophilic addition reaction with the loss of water molecule, that we will do in our next video. Thank you very much till then.